are going to go to a pond and then walk in the woods. How does that sound?
Very interesting. What bird is this, Uncle Dave?
That is a green-winged teal, maybe.
Oh, you got it right. How do you know that?
My name's Dave Anderson. I've been birding since I was about 8 years old. I grew up in the suburbs on the East Coast. Like a lot of kids, I struggled to find what I wanted to do in life. Birding was kind of a escape for me. I was trapped in the suburbs, and every year there would be these birds that would migrate through my neighborhood, going from their wintering grounds in South and Central America to the northern US and Canada. And these are places that I wanted to go, so I kind of lived vicariously through these birds. Birding was the first thing that I was really good at. I had sharp young eyes, and I spent a lot of time identifying the field marks of the different species of birds. As a result, adults that were into birding liked hanging out with me, so I had a different peer group than a lot of my friends in junior high and high school had. One thing that people don't realize about birders is how competitive some of them can be. They compete with each other by keeping lists. The kind of holy grail of lists is called a life list. For birders in the US, that means all the birds they've seen throughout their life in the continental US and Canada. 31 years ago, I was witness to one of the more unusual bird sightings here in the US. In the late summer of 1983, a western reef heron was seen on Nantucket Island off the coast of Massachusetts. The western reef heron usually lives in western Africa, and that made it a big deal. So birders were flocking to Nantucket in hopes of adding this rare bird to their life list. When I heard about the heron, I drove to Massachusetts, got on the ferry to Nantucket, pedaled my bicycle across the island to the marsh where it had been seen, and after a little while of searching, I was able to find the heron standing amongst the reeds. While I was there, an elderly man came up to me and said, "Son, have you seen the heron?" And I set up his spotting scope on the bird, and we stood around talking about how unusual of a species it was to end up here. There was a visitor logbook to sign in, and my jaw just about hit the floor when I saw his name. Roger Torrey Peterson, the father of modern bird identification and the author of the Peterson Field Guide series. And then he filled out the comment, the bird of the century that I had helped him see. Definitely the highlight of my birding career. While I don't watch birds with the same intensity that I did when I was younger, I still enjoy sharing my knowledge with friends and family.
Something.
American widgeon?
No, I think it's a wood duck.
For me, the real value in birdwatching is sharing time outdoors with people I care about. And by identifying birds and observing their habits, people begin to gain an understanding into how the natural world is connected. And it makes them think about how they fit into that world.